Hey guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, we're going to go over the news, and of course, I did post this up over the weekend, but yes, there is a futures ETF going live on the 30th of this month, which is in like 2 days on Wall Street. So it's very, very exciting to see that. We're going to go through that, of course. What will potentially happen once this ETF goes live? Bitcoin, again, flowing out of exchanges. So they are starting to run low, which is interesting. Swiss National Bank rejects Bitcoin reserve proposal. I don't know why. Switzerland is a very wealthy country, and to be honest with you, I would love to visit there one day as well. Bitcoin setting up for a massive rise to break all-time highs. I do believe that as well. And of course, we're going to go over the current futures ETF. I can't even pronounce it. But anyway, we're going to go over that as well as my 3 commas trading bots, which are doing quite well. Also, let's get into it, guys. Massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there and turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom, and of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come on this incredible journey. Things are getting awesome in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find ladies and gentlemen do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff, right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yes, we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and any other investment. So be careful out there. Do your own research, all right? Now, formalities are out of the way. I have been posting up in the community tab today. Now, as you can see right here, the 3 commas bots are working quite nicely. As you can see right here, the P&Ls, 443 USDT so far this month. And I mean, it's been a pretty flat month, but you know, that basically equates to $694 AUD. That's Australian dollars. And if you're in the US or any other country, it's 443 USD. Now, some of you say that's not enough or not a lot, but from my point of view, basically doing nothing and setting these up and let them run passively is my goal. All right. So all of the links are there. I've shared them there. You can get all of the bot links. Now, I just wanted to say as well that 25.10%, that's 25% return in a month, when the average return in the S&P 500 traditional investment stocks averages between, I don't know, 7 to 12 in a year. So that's pretty good. I'm just going to let them compound, slowly build up in the account. Now, again, I basically will go through this on how to do it. Stick with me with this, all right? Now, the other thing is as well, dividends. Where's my book? All right, so these are the dividends in one of my portfolios that came in. So we had 463.59 USD and of course 129.45 USD. Now again, if you haven't got a copy of Money Never Sleeps, go get it. It's in the link in the video description below, and of course in the community tab. All right, so go get a copy of this. This will change your life in terms of thinking about how to invest for passive income, because times are tough right now. Everyone needs to read this, all right? And there are a lot of financial books on the market. Yes, you should go read them all because they're incredible. But this one is, again, focused primarily and only focused on dividends, because I'm turning 37 this year. I need more cash because life is getting tough at the moment, all right? And again, passive income is key. Now, of course, we have Digital Asset Investor. Thank you very much, mate, for giving my ex post a mention right here. That is pretty cool. And yes, Pope Francis, that was devastating to see what happened last couple of days. It's been full on. All right. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's go to CoinMarketCap. We've got a total market cap of 2.97 trillion. So it has increased. Really, really nice to see that. Now we need to get well above 3 trillion for the market to be going parabolic. The bots will go nuts. I'm just saying, be careful with those. Fear and Greed Index is sitting at 51. Bitcoin ETF volume, which is interesting, the 25th. Let's have a look and open this up, all right? We've got Bitcoin 380 million. Actually, let's go 7 days right here. 380 million. Ethereum's 104 million. Total, which is interesting, is 116 billion right there. So there you go. You can see, look at that. The volume is just going crazy at the moment. They're buying up significant amounts of Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. And of course, Bitcoin's still dominating. And yes, we're still in a Bitcoin season. Altcoin season hasn't started yet. And I honestly believe that now that these ETFs are slowly, one by one, getting approved by the pro-crypto administration, things are going to start turning to altcoin season, because, again, things are going to move to altcoins. You know, obviously everything below Bitcoin pretty much, if you don't know what that means, because there's a lot of new people coming in this space. So for those of you that, I just want to make a point, for those of you that have been in this space as long as I have, since 2016, there's a lot of newcomers in this space. You have to educate people, not criticize for them, whatever it is, because they're new. Everyone starts out from somewhere. I did. So just letting you know that's we have to help people. All right. Now, moving on, Bitcoin sitting at 94,784 USD. Again, it is up today. Ethereum is not doing that well, to be honest with you. 1,800. I don't like Ethereum. Just saying. XRP is up 7.72%. That is bullish for XRP. And again, having a look right here, we're still up 348% this year. 24 hours, 7%, 10% in the last 7 days. Let's have a look at the 90 days. It's still down, but again, look long-term horizon with this, okay? Things are just slowly moving, slowly. They're gradually building. Solana's at 151, USD up 2%, Doge is sitting at 18 cents, Cardano 72. In actual fact, let's do one better. Let's go to my watch list. Now, again, I did create an ETF list, okay? So these are the coins that have currently got pending SEC approvals, okay, for ETFs, exchange traded funds. So meaning institutions on Wall Street, retail investors, mums, dads, cousins, family, brothers, sisters, whatever, can buy without holding the physical asset. So once the spot, meaning again the physical asset itself, is approved, SEC spot ETFs are approved for Wall Street, you will start to see these increase. It happened with Bitcoin, okay? And Bitcoin's remaining quite steady at the moment, which is fascinating. And now we've got Solana, Doge, ADA, Sui's at $3.68, Chainlink $15, Hedera's at 19 cents, Polkadot $4.24, Litecoin $87, Trump 15.38, and yes, there is an ETF application for Trump. Don't believe me, go look it up. And Axel, one that I'm not too familiar with, but that has got an ETF application pending with the SEC, which is interesting. So I'll have to look into Axel, 37 cents. But these are the ETF coins, primarily the ones I'm focusing on, of course, trading. Now, moving on, let's get to 3 commas. Now, again, I do have all of these bots set up at the moment running. Now, if you wish to use these, you can. 3 commas is incredible software. I've been using it now coming up to 4 years. I've set these bots up, again, last week, and they're actually running quite nicely. Coming over to gate.io, as you can see right here, a deal's just finished. 10 positions opened up. My Bitcoin one's doing incredibly well. I'm just leaving that. We've got XRP, Ethereum, Sui, Chainlink, HBAR, Doge, XAUT, because gold's going parabolic. That is the Tether gold-backed stable coin, pretty much. Let's have a look here. We've got FET and Fart coin. Believe it or not, it's ridiculous, but it's been doing incredibly well. And you can see there's some profit in there. Now, what you basically have to do is you have to get the futures profit and put it into another account. That's how you make profit on these bots. So you have to monitor it. You take your profits and move them out. That's what happens. You put it into your spot account. Having a look at the positions as well. As you can see right here, these are all the deals. And they're basically all in profit. Now, again, this doesn't happen all the time. You do get some liquidations, but these have been doing incredibly well for the last, couple of days, I guess, 4 or 5 days, which is freaking awesome. And again, it's small profits because they're trading for me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I want these bots working for me all the freaking time. So I've been doing this for a long time now, and I've got a pretty good setup running. And it's, again, be careful with leverage trading. You will get liquidated if there's a massive market drop. Just putting that out there. So don't go stupid with the capital. Only invest what you can afford to lose with this stuff, and be careful, all right? But they're doing incredibly well. All the links are below, and of course, you can join the Wall Street Bull University and, of course, get a copy of Money Never Sleeps. Now, Moving on. Earn curve. Yes, I'm still waiting for AusTrack. Again, that approval process is quite lengthy, but they're working on it, which is incredible. We are going to be fully compliant with this, and things are building. If you haven't gone to join the wait list, please feel free to do that. You can join earncurveinvest.com. First name, last name, email, phone number. Select your country. Of course, we're primarily focused on Australia first because I need to get regulated here. Then once things are up and running, moving overseas. Love to take this to the United States, UAE, APAC, or Asia Pacific region, of course, Europe, and of course, South America and Africa. It's going to be freaking amazing. So I can't wait. If you wish to help me with this, please feel free to donate. You can donate with PayPal. And of course, if you don't feel like doing that, you just can't be bothered with donating, no stress. It's all good. All right. But thank you, those of you that have. I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm taking on the big guys in Australia because why not? There's a monopoly here, and I've got some pretty great ideas with trading. So just putting a little teaser out there for everyone. So go join up. All right. Now, again, Money Never Sleeps, the Wall Street Bull University. There is a link below in the description. Go get a copy of that. Now, moving on to the news, because this is most important, but the SEC has cleared a ProShares XRP Futures ETF. Okay, so this is on the futures market. So obviously people can trade on the anticipated price in the future of XRP. So it's not the spot exchange. So it's basically writing contracts. All right, but this is still a step forward. This would have never happened with Gary Gensler at all, which is unbelievable. But we've got here, it is set to go live on April 30th, making another milestone for XRP-related investment products in the United States. However, no approval has yet been granted for spot XRP ETFs, which is fascinating, but this basically paves the way, which is nice. And several applications, including one from fund manager Grayscale, remain under review with the critical SEC decision deadline looming May 22nd. So April, May, that is next month. So there's not that far away, okay? Which is nice. And ProShares move comes shortly after Tushroom right here launched the first ever XRP futures ETF. So there's two that are currently going to be going live with XRP, which is unbelievable. And again, the fund recorded more than $5 million in trading volume on its debut day, making it the firm's most successful launch to date. And the recent surge in XRP price, of course, as investment products reflects the shifting regulatory landscape. That is because we do have a pro-crypto administration in the United States. That is Paul Atkins. Of course, we've got David Sachs. And of course, the legend President Donald Trump, because he's the one that's done this. Honestly, without President Donald Trump coming into the United States, of course, the office, the White House, this would have never happened. Gary Gensler would never have allowed this to happen. And it blows my mind to say this because the technology is revolutionary. It's going to change the way we transact in the future. And just the amount of shit that we all had to go through with Gary Gensler was unbelievable. Just one thing after another. Just the SEC continuously battling against crypto innovation. It's mind-blowing to see what's happened, in the last 6-7 months. It's unbelievable. Very exciting. And of course, we've got CME Group announced that XRP futures would be soon listed on the derivatives exchange. Derivatives market is enormous. Please go look it up for yourself to see the total size. It's massive. And of course, it's just the beginning. And yes, I do believe the price will increase. It's not financial advice, but yes, it will increase. Now, Bitcoin continues to flow out of major exchanges. A supply squeeze could be coming, which is interesting right here. I do believe that they will run out of Bitcoin eventually, and that is why Michael Saylor is buying up so much of it. And of course, the institutions are also. According to the Crypto Quant data, a total of 27,750 Bitcoin worth $2.63 billion at current price was moved out of Binance on Friday. The latest round of withdrawals represents the third largest net outflow in a centralized exchange's history. $2 billion. That is a lot of money. We do have an interesting one right here, but the Swiss National Reserve Bank is basically rejecting proposals. Sorry about all these freaking pop-ups. Rejecting proposals to include Bitcoin in its reserves. Don't know why. Pointing stability and liquidity issues. Crypto advocates continue pushing for constitutional changes to recognize Bitcoin alongside gold. It is digital gold. And yes, we could see potentially Bitcoin moving up for a historical move, passing those all-time highs. It will happen. Just be patient. Now, I'm not going to go into anything else on there because I think we've covered everything. Now, coming over to X, then we're going to end up on here, guys. Thank you to those 8,893 people. You guys rock. thank you so much. If you haven't gone to follow EarnCurve's X account, please go do that as well. Now, moving on, let's get into this. I want to play this for Michael Saylor. Have a listen to this.
They agreed with me. Bitcoin would go to $10 million tomorrow. And if Bitcoin went to $10 million tomorrow, I want you to think about how you would feel and how your viewers would feel, because you would lose 20 years of stacking opportunity during which you get to buy at less than $10 million. So the difference between $10 million and 100,000, that's what you give up if the volatility goes away and people start to agree with you.
Interesting. Let's have a listen to this as well. This is Mantra Chain CEO John Patrick Mullen highlights crypto users that are actually seeing real world adoption. This is crazy. Have a listen to this.
Crypto is right? These are the things that people do and actually have some adoption within it. That being said, if you just look at stablecoins today, there's like a kind of a funny meme that goes around sometimes, and if you like, if banks actually acted like crypto wallets, then you'd see, PayPal USD, MasterCard USD. Like, why does $1 not just mean $1, right? So when you bring it back to simple basics, like people outside of our just crypto bubble want to have very simple and easy access to money, and they want to be able to spend it without having to think about it. And if my dollars in my wallet or my account are on 5 different chains and all have different denominations and are named all these different types of things, it's not that effective and it's not that friendly for me to use it when I want to, right? So we still have a long way to go to like consolidate that user experience and just make it as frictionless as just tapping a card, like you were saying earlier. And frankly speaking, there's other people, like we're focused on asset tokenization, RWA, and proliferating that ecosystem as much as possible. Stablecoins are part of that strategy. We're a Cosmos SDK-based chain, so we already have native USDC.
It is the future. It is going to revolutionize the world. And moving on right here, yes, a lot of people are asking me about my Apple Watch. Now, again, I wear 2 watches, which is crazy, but I love it because all the data is on my wrist. I can literally turn my wrist and see Bitcoin moving right here. And as you can see, you can use Apple stocks. And of course, I've got all of them in here. I've got Bitcoin, XRP, as you can see right here. Well, Solana's doing well. There you go. Pretty cool. But I can check the crypto prices at the flick of my wrist, which is freaking awesome. I love that. And that's pretty much it for today, guys. That is the most bullish news I can share. Big things happening for XRP. It's very exciting. Anyway, I'm out. Make sure you go and join earncurveinvest.com. Links are below. Get a copy of this, guys. Please just read it. Again, I'm trying to get this published on Amazon and so forth, and an audiobook done, because I'm getting a lot of people asking me about this as well for the audiobook. But guys, this is going to seriously change the way you think about investing. Very, very interesting. And stay safe, stay bullish. Hope you have a good night, good afternoon, and good morning. And if it's morning, have a double shot espresso for me. I'll speak to everyone tomorrow, guys. Have a good night and enjoy the market open. All right, peace out. Bye.